Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am so happy to be with you today. Today, we're engaging in spiritual practice. It is a perfect day for me because I get to really remember why I'm doing what I'm doing. And the reason I get to do that is because today is a very special day for me. It is my birth entry day, my birthday. And because of this, I get to celebrate, and I'm getting to celebrate by doing that which I love to do. And I'm so happy that I discovered this early in my life and that my life has been focused on this. So this is the inspiration today. And so we're working with humanity this month, and we're coming towards the end of it. But there is a special quote I'd love to share with you. It says, it's never too late to get in touch with your roots. That is from Selena Quintanilla. And I'm going to say that getting in touch with your roots has a lot to do with getting in touch with yourself. So this particular year has been quite an interesting year for me because it is a year of discovery. And I want to say to us all that we never grow old in terms of discovering ourselves and things about ourselves. And I know in prepping for my next year, I've had that wonderful opportunity to go back in time, to pull up different things, because life is evolving and there are certain requirements and things that you need. So I had an opportunity to review like birth certificates and my information regarding my Social Security and all of that. But the most important part of it is to get in touch and to get understanding. So I'm focusing today on our relationship with ourselves. And part of that relationship with ourselves is just being good to ourselves and nurturing ourselves. So I'm going to invite you to join me right now in being good to yourself. I want you to breathe with me. And as you're breathing with me, I want you to just be in a space of unconditional love. So we're going to just breathe right now. And I hope you were paying attention to how it's breathing. I'm breathing in my nose and on the count of 5, and then exhaling and through my mouth on the count of 5. And I want you to pay attention to the movement of the breath within every cell of your being. It's amazing how simply taking the time to breathe can center you, relax the body, and also anchor you emotionally. And I'm inviting you right now to join me and just simply recalling and remembering the beauty of life. So I want you to recall a moment of care, a moment of kindness, a moment of compassion, or just a moment of deep appreciation. And my moment of deep appreciation is when my niece invited me to take a trip with her. And we took a trip a few years ago and traveled to visit our niece who had just had a baby. And in that moment, we got a chance to bond a little bit more. I felt included in that whole process, and I felt loved to be a part of a group and a family. And I'm remembering that moment because I know there are times when people may feel excluded, and it could happen for many reasons, and it sometimes happens in from a mindless perspective. We just simply get too busy and do not remember. So I'm remembering how it felt and how good it felt to be a part of something extraordinary, to share a moment, and in the sharing of that moment, a beautiful life, to hold that precious baby, and to be a part of that team that loved that baby. And that baby is now, I think he's 6 years old. I call him birthday number 3. I want you to breathe with me right now and feel the energetics and the emotions behind that. And recall your moment. It is a moment of deep appreciation for me. It is a moment of kindness. And it is also a moment of caring. And I'm inviting you to bring your moment forward right now and to anchor that moment. And just allow that moment to fill itself and simply overflow. And as you're anchoring that moment, I'm reminding you too that we are an energetic field. And whatever we experience and feel, we can change and transform the world. So I'm inviting you to magnify that energy and energize that energy everywhere. And allow that energy to flow into areas you, in your human experience, are unable to go. And I'm feeling the energy of the Beatles now, and those words, all you need is love. Love is all you need. Just magnify that energy. And as you're magnifying that energy right now, I'm inviting you to just join me as we move into that sacred space of prayer, acknowledging the presence of the divine and acknowledging the presence of love. And as we acknowledge the presence of the divine and acknowledge the presence of love, we remember that love is all inclusive, that love is everywhere, that love is in everything, that love is the light that lighteth all candles, that love is at the very core and the center of being. And in this very moment, right here and right now, I'm remembering that that love includes me. That love is the healing presence. It is the power and the essence of who and what I am. And I know that that same energy that is the essence of who and what I am is the same energetic, fulfilling itself, enriching itself, and overflowing in itself right here, right now. And that it includes everyone and everything, that it includes each and every person that is a part of this prayer, experiencing this prayer, and I know that they are lifted up to the place of the very Most High. And I know that it is this energy of love that informs itself, and it is this energy of love that goes before and prepares the way. It is the energy of love that is the healing power, that it is self-sustaining, that it is that divine energy that is resilient and overflowing. And what I know is that anyone that is hearing this prayer right now is overflowing in this consciousness and in this power and this strength of resilience. That whatever it is that is occurring in their lives in this very moment, I know that the healing power is alive and thriving and expressing itself. It is that resilient presence that overflows and energizes itself within every single cell. It is that the presence of wholeness. It is that body of peace and harmony. And I know that that body of peace and harmony fulfills itself physically within each individual being. And I know that that same energy is the energy and the strength and the presence that fulfills itself mentally, emotionally. And I know that that wonderful presence is that light of light that has gone before right now, and it is preparing the way. It is the energy within the workplace. It is the energy for those that are seeking the perfect employment and the life change. I know that that same energy is that divine presence radiating within our schools, and it is the presence of love in action, expanding and enlarging itself right now in a perfect and a natural way. And I know that it is the divine essence within each individual's finances, that they are lifted up to the place of the Most High, that each individual is prospered, that the seed of good is the good overflowing. I know that it is that wonderful prospering presence within all relationships, but I know most of all that it is that relationship with ourselves, and that the quiet stirring of spirit fulfills itself, uplifts itself, and blesses itself right now. And so in this space of unconditional love, I just give thanks for the presence of the divine. I'm giving thanks for love in action. And I know that it is love in action that has already created a space of perfect good. So I simply release these words right here and right now into the action of universal law, knowing it as perfect and knowing it as good. And if you are in agreement with me, I'm inviting you to join me by simply saying, with a smile and with vigor, and so it is. Amen. Just breathe with me. And as you're breathing with me right here and right now, I'm inviting you to open your eyes and allow me to look into your eyes and just say thank you for this wonderful opportunity to pray with you. And I want to thank you too for being an instrument of good that is supporting this prayer app as it supports the world. If you know anyone that's in need of prayer, I'm inviting you to share this app with them. And if you're really liking what we're doing for the world and in the world, I invite you to also go to SEAT, SEATfm.org, and go to our Joyful Giving page and send a blessing to us. A donation will help us to continue to sustain this ministry and to do programs as we're offering right now, including this Prayer for Heart app. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a blessed day. Namaste.